Together we are one. Together we are one.
AE86 is back in the shed. Gearbox is on, adapter plate's on. Adapter plate took a little bit of convincing to get on. Of course every engine's a little bit different, so one of the holes was a little bit off, so I had to ream that out a bit to get the bolt in. But she's on now, clutch is on, and slid the gearbox on, and once that located in the clutch and then in the spigot bearing, dowels on the adapter plate lined up quite nicely, and whacked some bolts in and clamped it up. I've now got it resting on the jack to make a mount.
Show me where the road is. I want to see it all. Breathe the air around me. The sky can help us fall. I'm free to be myself here. Connecting with the stars. Ignite the spark within me. Together we are one. Together we are one.
Custom drive shaft time. So this is the old 86 drive shaft. Two sections, rear section, front section. Because the gearbox is that much bigger, that will not work. So we have to use Altezza drive shaft. But the issue with that is it's massive. So the plan is to take the Altezza front section and get that shortened. So I've done some measurements, that comes to 444mm from this edge here to the outer edge of the flange here. So it makes a shaft basically that short, which is crazy. But then my thought is to then re-drill the flange to suit the rear section of the 86 stuff, so then that bolts up to the diff. So Altezza front and 86 rear, and I should have then complete drive shaft. Can't use the Altezza rear section as it's too short and the flanges are way too big and they won't fit on the diff. So yesterday, Saturday, was an eventful day and we got the gearbox finally mounted pretty permanently. The full gearbox mount. Welded sections, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sections, base plate, edges, and then the mounting place onto the chassis, made from 95 by 8mm steel, so it's not going to go anywhere. Strong, it's built like a brick shit house. Starting on the shifter mechanism, you can see there I've taken the standard one, I've actually lengthened the hunk of steel on it, and that then pokes through to the inside, and we get a shifter location on top of the gearbox, on top of the 4 bolt holes. So in one of my previous videos I talked about doing this. I did try to see where the standard shifter came out, and that came out right back here somewhere, so we've gone for the option of having it in the actual centre of the hole. So with that, then I've taken the standard Altezza shifter, chopped it to bits, drilled out some holes, tapped some holes in this plate so that actually holds then the shift mechanism, I suppose you call it. And that then sits into this hole. Get in there. There we go. And then it sits there, and I have to make then a bit of a bolt down to the transmission. So what I'm thinking is not actually bolts right through because it might get in the way, so I make a stand that basically bolts down to that and welds onto it. That way we have a shifter. It comes perfectly out in the middle, so it should fit all the plastics and surrounds and rubber boot fine. We'll be shifting away. And then after that it's hook up the clutch, which also looks like the standard one and standard line will reach, which is handy. And the only thing I needed to change underneath that was interfering with the gearbox was the fuel lines. So the way I had wrapped the fuel filter, it was quite far out, so I've taken that bracket off and I'll remake a bracket and tuck this up higher. So if you can just see that. So normally the fuel filter on an 86 sits way up in the front there, but I don't like that look, so opted to put it there, a little bit in the way. But once I reroute that, then it should be sweet. I've got clearance all the way back here, even at the start of the tunnel it's still got clearance. Fuel line's a little bit close, which I'll move, so that's alright. And yeah, drive shaft hoops will still work. I'll be away laughing.